The cost of fencing a rectangular field at 18 rupees per meter is rupees 980. If the width of the field is 23 meters, find its length. So, we got a rectangular field right over here. Let's do this, and then we got a rectangular field. This is hand drawn, it could have mistakes, so ignore that. So it is saying the width is 23 meters. Okay, so if we add these two, then we will get the amount of number, and if we subtract that from the perimeter and get that will be the sum of these two, right? After that, if we half it, then it will be divided among these two lengths. So we have to find the perimeter first, and there is no given perimeter. So let's read the question carefully and do it. It's 18 rupees per meter, and the total cost is 980 rupees. Don't be fooled by this. This is not a perimeter. Where 18 rupees per meter, so this is 18 times the perimeter. If we divide it by 18, like repeatedly subtracted by 18, you mean, then we will get the perimeter, and then we can do our operation. So this is the 980. They are rupees, but we are doing division, so we don't write. So these are the rupees which the whoever who took the thing to build the fence. So this is the amount of rupees, and there is 18 rupees per meter. So we subtract them, we will get the total amount of perimeter. So let's subtract it or divide it by, by subtract is subtracting continuously. So 18, 1, 18, we bring this down, after that we get 1, 2, and don't fall for that. If this happens anytime like 0 is left, just bring down the 0, write 0 and 0 and 0 and just write an x. If you don't like to do this extra writing, you can just write a 0 instead of this. So there's a total of 110 meters of the perimeter. Okay, now what we will do is 23 plus 23. There are total of 46 in the total of breadth. So here is the 120 meter and here is the 46 meters. So we got 4. We got 4 instead of 4 we got 6. So we got 64 meters. And this is the total of these two lengths. So if we half it, we can get it. So if we half it by 2, like 2 1 2 and 32, then they both will be around 32. And don't forget to put the unit which is meter in this case. So there you go, there's a total rectangle. Now the length of the total field is 32 meter, it's the dimension. So we got the dimension as 23 breadth and 32 length. Now the problem is the length and the breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio 7:4. The cost of fencing the field at rupees 25 per meter is rupees 3,300. Find the dimensions of the field. See here. So these are the 7:4. This is the dimension of the field. So we take the formula, the normal formula of finding the perimeter is this, right? To bracket begin L plus B. This is the formula. But we don't have the length of the breadth. So what we do have here is a ratio. But how to use the ratio in this? See, the ratio, it can be multiplied with anything. So the dimensions, they will be divided by a number to get this number back. So that number is considered to be x. So we write the formula as 2 bracket begin 7x plus 4x bracket close equals to, now there has to be a perimeter here, so we can find that. Okay, Now, where is the perimeter? We don't have any perimeter here, but we do have is rupees 25 per meter, and the total cost rupees 3,300. In the last part, like the part before this part, I explained how this works. So we just write 3,300 rupees upon 25. Here we don't write the rupees because we have to do this job with the meters, so we just write meters because this will give the meters. So first of all, we have to solve the brackets. So this has to be 2 into, now these two brackets they just add. After that we just open the bracket. Okay, now for opening the bracket, we have to add them first. We get 11x. Now after that we get equals to, now we just do this. So 3,300 upon 25. We have to 25 on the 25, 25 on the 25, 5 and 3, 8, 80, 25, 3 is 75, 50 and 25 to the 50. So if you don't know how this method works, go ahead and watch other videos on YouTube that shows how this method works. So we multiply both and we get 22x equals to 132 meters. Now you know when there's a variable and a constant, they are both the same, they are written like this and they actually mean multiplication. So there's a invisible multiplication sign. So we can like change this to here. So we get x equals to, now when this goes here, it will change its sign. It will change its sign. So we get 132 upon 22. If you don't know the table of 22, then you can multiply or divide with other fancy calculations. But I know it. So 22 5 is 110. So 22 6 is 132. 22 1 and 22 6. So x equals to 6. But wait, we got the x. So this has to be the divisor that has to divide the numbers to get them. So if we multiply this with those numbers which are 7x and 4x, we might get the thing we just need. So 7 into x, that means 6 into 7. So we get 42 centimeters. Sorry, I just mistakenly said 12. And this is the length. Length is the spelling of length. At 4. 6 4s are 24. So we get 24 centimeter breadth. Now let's make the rectangle right now. Okay, so I decide to make a rectangle right over here. Alright, now this looks like a good rectangle, doesn't it? Okay, now let's write these dimensions. 24 centimeter breadth. Wait, it's not supposed to be centimeter. How dumb am I? It's supposed to be meter here. So sorry, I just mistakenly did that. It has to be meter. Now 42 meters, 24 centimeters or 2,400 centimeters. We just write meters, and 42 meters. So this is the rectangle we just formed. So this is the answer of this question.